Hi, my name is Thomas. Today we're going to give you a quick social media audit. First, we'll hear from Jocelyn about Target, then from Daniel about Walmart, then from Brandon about Kmart, and finally Alex will wrap things up with the SWOT analysis and any recommendations. The three platforms that we chose to monitor is Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And using those three platforms, we will be tracking the content posted, the number of posts, the brand engagement, the number of comments, the change in audience, the number of followers, social media users' reaction to the brand tactics, the number of likes. We will now hear from Jocelyn about her findings on the Target company.
Hey, my name is Jocelyn, and today we will be talking about the span of what we gathered over the 4-week period of Target's social media pages, such as their Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So over here on the first slide, we see Target's Instagram and Facebook audience interactions. And we see that there is a varying degree of likes, comments, and shares. The reason why that we found out might be the reason for the varying degree might be because Target actually does not post as much on their Instagram or Facebook page, which may be why it's affecting the amount of likes, comments, and shares. And the same can also be said for Target's Twitter audience interactions. We also see a varying amount of shares, likes, and comments, as Target does not actually post as much on the Twitter page either. So when we move on to Target's social media followers for their Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter page, we actually see that the followers increase on a day-to-day basis, but we specifically focus on every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we still found out that the followers increase. And for the content that worked for Target, many users reacted positively. There were many views and likes, and many users left positive comments. We also found out that Target receives the most likes on their Instagram when compared to Facebook and Twitter, because the users actually communicated more on the Instagram platform. And how Target did this was that they got users involved in their content by hashtagging things and having special holiday captions to get their users to become more involved. And the content that did not work for Target, many users reacted negatively to the Target's posts. There were many negative comments and few likes, such as, for example, over here we see an ad posted by Target on the Facebook page. Many users left comments such as, "This would be great if the Star Wars toy actually got stocked more than once a year," among many other negative feedback from users. And how Target responded to this was by providing a support network to help combat the issue.
Thank you, Jocelyn, for the analysis on Target. We will now hear from Daniel. He will provide an analysis on Walmart.
Hello, my name is Daniel Saldana, and I'm going to talk about the number of posts. Walmart, when it comes to the number of posts, is always second in the pack. Based on my research, I see that Walmart, for example, when it posts on Instagram, maybe one post, 2 posts every few days, is not really that active, and that's why I believe it took the number 2 spot. One of the things that is unique though about Walmart's posts is that usually its posts generates through all 3 platforms, which includes Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. What I mean by this is that you would often see one post on Twitter, then you might see the same post on Facebook. Next thing I'm going to talk about is Walmart and its number of comments. Walmart, when it comes to the number of comments, is unique in the fact of the way it fluctuates. So if we look at the graph, it fluctuates greatly. The reason this is because Walmart receives a lot more comments when it talks about popular topics, such as in my research I saw Fortnite had a lot of comments, and that's why we see a fluctuation in the graph, because when it was talking about Fortnite, a lot of more people were being active and commenting on it. Third thing we're going to talk about is the number of followers. Walmart's number of followers is pretty steady. They don't change much. For example, on Facebook, they have a following community of 32 million. The next thing I'm going to talk about is number of likes. Number of likes, number of comments, depends on the subject matter. So if it's a popular subject matter, then there'll be a high number of likes. Next, I'm going to talk about some of the negative and positive posts. Walmart is greatly criticized, from what I've seen, for mistreating its employees and not giving them the holidays off. And a lot of people commented negatively about this and felt like Walmart should treat its employees better. However, there seems to be a high population of people that love Walmart, so it's kind of based on my research, I say probably 70% of people hate Walmart and maybe 30% of people like Walmart.
Thank you, Daniel, for the analysis on Walmart. We will now hear from Brandon. He will give us an analysis on Kmart.
Hello, my name is Brandon Louie, and I will be discussing Kmart's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. It is first important to look at Kmart's follower numbers on all their social media pages. First thing you'll notice is that compared to Walmart and Target, their numbers are drastically lower. Compared to Walmart and Target's millions of followers, Kmart barely has over 150,000 on Twitter and Instagram, with their Facebook even declining in follower numbers. We will discuss later on why this number might be declining. Looking at their likes, comments, and shares, you notice that they are barely hitting double digits for the most part, whereas their competitors are probably hitting hundreds, maybe even thousands, with the exception of their Instagram likes. However, this might be due to Instagram being a platform where it is easy to give likes. It isn't as if Kmart is not trying though. When you look on average, they post the same amount as their competitors. However, because Kmart is a dying brand, with many of their stores closing down, they probably aren't garnering as much attention as their competitors. However, let's look at the content that they do post that does work. The two types of posts that usually garner the most attention are usually aesthetically appealing photos of their products and posts where they show appreciation of their employees. User responses can be best described as sentimental, nostalgic, and even sympathetic towards Kmart, as many commenters are usually fans who lament the closure of their own local Kmart. However, not all comments were excessively positive. While we couldn't find any posts that clearly didn't work for Kmart, we found negative comments and critiques sprinkled throughout Twitter and Instagram, and excessive amounts of negative comments on Facebook. On Kmart's Facebook community page, you will see dozens of negative posts of customers sharing stories of poor customer service and expressing frustration about their online store. Because of all these excessively negative posts, this might be the reason why Kmart's Facebook page might be declining in followers. However, Kmart is usually quick to respond to these posts by redirecting them to their customer service site to hopefully get their issues resolved.
Thank you, Brandon, for the analysis on Kmart. We will now hear from Alex. He will give us the SWOT analysis and any recommendations. Since Alex is unavailable at this moment, I will provide the SWOT analysis, recommendation, and conclusion. And now, based on the research and what I've noticed, Target does have a strong presence on Instagram with lots of comments. Compared to other companies, Target does post less on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. With threats from similar companies with similar products, they do have the opportunity to lengthen the duration of their special products to outcompete their competitions. As for Walmart, they do have a strong presence with high numbers of followers, but they really should not repeat their posts, for example, on Facebook and Twitter. They do attract their customers with their low prices, but should treat their employees better. It is nice to see that Kmart appreciate their employees, but they are not attracting enough followers with their sentiment posts. With threats from other similar companies, Kmart has few opportunities left to show that they're still in existence. And now for a recommendation on the three companies. For Target, there's not much to change, but they can lengthen the duration of their special products to capture the market from the competition. As for Walmart, they should really respect their employees' time and needs to stop the negative posts on social media. And finally, on Kmart, they need to be more updated on their posts by using celebrities and not the sentiments. And now in conclusion, all in all, there is no perfect business out there. One business may be better at one thing, but still lack in other places. The numbers are in as follows. First, second, and third place. Target will be ranked number 1 for the high likes with the least amount of posts, followed by number 2 will be Walmart with the second most likes and the second highest posts. And in last place, number 3 is Kmart with the high posts but the least amount of likes. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have learned something about your local store and enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year.
Make any sudden moves. You don't know